we have the distinct honor of welcoming our guest of honor, a titan in the world of diversity, equity, and inclusion, Sumit Agarwal. Sumit isn't just an advisor, he's an architect of inclusion. He sculpted policies and delivered insights that have transformed Fortune 500 companies. Imagine a world where every voice is heard, every talent is valued. That's the world Sumit strives for. Hi, Sumit. Thank you so much for joining us.
Namaskar and thank you for welcoming me at such a wonderful event. That was such a long introduction, but I just am a human being who strives to make the world a better place. Thank you for welcoming me here.
So, a TEDx speaker, a LinkedIn top voice, an SDG ambassador for diversity and inclusion. His dedication is as vast as his list of accolades. He has graced prestigious platforms like Reliance, Monster.com, and even IITs. Sumit's not just preaching, he's practicing. His work with Great Place to Work Institute India ensures exceptional employee experiences for all. But his commitment doesn't stop there. He's a champion for global diversity goals and a lifetime member of prestigious organizations like the National HRD Network. He even empowers youth through his work with ICFAI. Sumit Agarwal is more than a name. He's a movement. Please join me in welcoming this champion of DE&I to our virtual stage once again. Sumit, we'd be honored if you could say a few words, please.
I am somebody who's not supposed to be alive today. I was born with 70% movement restrictions. I survived 4 major surgeries. I was rejected by 30 schools. I was rejected by 6 MNCs. They told me, we will not give you a job, even though I was the topper of my MBA university across the country. After my 6th interview, I told them, I don't need your jobs. Keep it to yourself. I'll make the world a better place on my own. What the world needs is a bit of empathy, a bit of humanity, a bit of heart, because there are too many numbers. People now look at data, people now look at the balance sheets to make all their decisions. But I believe all the decisions should be made from heart, because humanity begins from empathy. It starts with empathy. If we are not able to connect, if we are not able to bond, if we are not able to bring and bridge relationships together, then we cannot be the civilization that we strive to be there. Today, if we look at India, with a population of 135 crores, we have the largest population in the world. It is the youngest population in the world. We have to now think that what kind of a democracy we want to build for the future. There are 96 crores registered voters in India. 50% of them are women. 14,000 people are transgenders who are registered voters. 85 lakhs were people with disabilities. Most of their votes were collected from their houses. Why can't we learn from the Bharat and the mechanism of Bharat and strive to be a diverse and inclusive country as we truly are? And why can't we replicate that diversity of our country to reflect the values and cultures of all the companies? Why do we have to speak about diversity? Why do we have to speak about inclusion? Isn't that not by choice? It should come from the heart. There should not be workshops on DE and I. It should come from people's heart that everybody should be given equal amount of chances. They should be enabled equally. I don't only speak about equality, but I also speak about equity. Enable them so that they can achieve what they are set out to achieve. In Dubai, they don't call people with disabilities persons with disabilities. They call people with disabilities as determined people. Because people with disabilities are truly determined to achieve what they set out their goals on. In 2030, we have a target of SDG goals. And one of the goals, goal number 10 specifically, is reducing inequities. If we look at it in a global scale, India is now leading the world by example. In many sectors, many spheres, many companies are coming to India to invest. The startup sector is growing. We have over 111 unicorns in the few last years. Companies are growing, the startup ecosystem is growing. Nvidia is investing in India heavily, and now it has also become the world's most valuable brand few days back. So it is truly the golden era of Bharat, but it truly lies with the companies to give space and make space for people who are different, because differences are not only there to be accepted, but they are also there to be celebrated. You can't clap your hand with one finger like this. You need to have all the fingers in place so that you can make some noise and make some impact. I know people with disabilities who have become IAS officers. I know people who are transgenders who have become judges of the Supreme Court. I know women who are CEOs in Fortune 500 companies. So, why do we have to keep talking about it? Why can't we just normalize it? If we normalize diversity, you will see a growth rate of 35% in your profit margins. Just imagine if everything was homogeneous in the workplace culture and everybody looked like you. You would be bored of talking to yourself every single day, right? So differences are what makes us human, what makes us unique. Right? So when I talk about diversity, it's not about, oh my God, I have got a checklist, let me tick all the boxes, and now we have 10% women in the company, our goals are achieved. No, we don't do that. We make sure that there are ERGs in place. We don't go for women only training leadership workshops because it's the men who need to be trained, and men need to see that there are already women in the company who deserve leadership positions. Also, we don't need to see people with disabilities as a charity case or CSR. Let him be there just to motivate other employees in the company. No, he is not just a motivational tool. He is somebody who brings value to your company. And if you're not able to see it that way, then I don't think you are ready to celebrate diversity. If I look at top Fortune 500 companies, they have a target of 10% diversity in their total workforce right now. And I think by 2030, India will have moved significantly ahead in diversity. But it is up to MSMEs, it is up to HR professionals for Bharat to realize that dream. You are not just a company, you are not just a HR network, you are not just helping employees at your respective companies, but you are helping the country as a whole. You are shaping India's future. You have to decide that we have the world's youngest population. What kind of example do we want to set for them? That India is a place where everybody is welcomed, or India is a place where we feel isolated. The moment where we include all cultures from all different ethnicities, irrespective of their background, India starts leading the world. I believe that is the Bharat we all achieve to see and we all are striving for. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you. Thank you, Sumit, so much. That really sets the perspective. And those were some incredible stats that you gave us, an eye opener. And as you rightly said, that we need to progress in the right direction. So your passion for DE&I is truly inspiring. Thank you once again.